Hello, ladies, gents, people of all ages, hopefully over certain ages, because I tend to use profanity sometimes, so, whatever. We're talking to Leofard, and a Redbill farewell. Let me just open up a text doc. I should have done this earlier. I believe we have completed all the raids, so... We have a cutscene, fade to black. We're at the kind of like sky port that these Redbills have created for themselves. Leofard seems to be holding a shoulder, shakes his head. He has one eye goggle missing. Like his goggle, the goggle apparatus is intact, but one of the red frames is gone. The other, red lenses is gone. The other red lens kind of looks cracked from this angle, but I don't know. Bah. Me goggles are a mess, but I can always get me a new pair of goggles and a new airship. I suppose we should be glad we didn't lose aught else after diving headlong into a void sense nest. Radlia grins a little bit. Now that we've taken the skies back, it's time we were taking our leave. The Talons and the Redbills can kiss this brief alliance farewell. Unless, of course, you're interested in a more permanent arrangement. Your bootlickers might think your voice is siren song, but it grates on me ears like a harpy screech. No, this is the first and last time we fly together. We're back to being rivals, the way it's always been. You are a very stubborn man, Redbill, but you do well to remember, I always get what I want in the end. And she walks off. Kate Sith looks to the ground a little bit. The two, I think Stasia and Leofard look at Kate Sith. Head back to me quarters and see to the furball's hurts. I'll be along in a bit. Stasia nods. She, Kate Sith, and myself, in dragoon form, start to head off. Kate Sith stops, and we stop with her. Him. I feel so foolish, Mercy. I demanded that Leofard remain behind, only to have him rescue my mission from certain failure. A failure that would have made mock of your heroic efforts as well. You shake your head. You are too kind. What words exist that can properly express my contrition? I know not how to even begin making my apologies. I should like to approach the captain, but he has the air of a man who seeks solitude. 'Tis strange to see him so melancholy. Could it be the loss of the Redbill, which troubles him so? Nay, I shan't intrude upon his contemplation with clumsy questions and trite platitudes. Let us leave him be for the moment. And he scampers off. Always on just the two legs, two hind legs, never on four. From what I can tell, remember, etc. So we're going to the passage to the upper deck area, the Perrick, as it's called here. As it might be called in other instances, but I literally, like I said the first time I heard that word, I don't think I've ever heard that word before. It was a weird sentence I just said. Like I said the first time I heard that word, I don't think I've ever heard that word before. Anyway. Like I said a few videos ago, would be probably more proper. Right? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, whatever. Enter Leofard's chambers. Stasia and Kate Sith are speaking. Jump over a couple chairs. Remember, very purpley and goldy all over this room. That one big painting of some beautiful woman who Leofard's deceased sister, maybe, or ex-lover, or whatever. Mistress Stasia, if I might ask you a question, do you know the cause of the captain's melancholy? Is it because of the Redbill? Pray tell me if it is so. I cannot help but feel responsible for the vessel's destruction, and I would better understand Leofard's present distress. She closes her eyes, opens them. If you really want to understand, I suppose I should start with how the captain was orphaned as a child. As matters turned out, he was taken in by a high-born widow who raised him as her son. I also said it could have been the last time we talked about the painting, I said it could have been his mother. Yeah. From what Leofard has told me, his adoptive mother was a kind, quiet-spoken woman, but due to some illness or other, she was rarely able to venture outside. Instead, she spent hours reading to her boy from a library well-stocked with books from faraway lands. Leofard cared for her as her malady grew worse by the day, and he was there by her side when death finally carried her away to Thal's halls. She looks up to the painting. The Elzen woman, pointy ears, long black hair. While she was alive, she never did ask much of him, and not long before she passed on, however, she wrung from him one single promise, that he escape the conformity she had always endured, and live his life as free as a bird. As you've likely guessed, her name was Rymio. That's her portrait there, hanging on the wall. Ah, this explains much. I had wondered as to the origin of his vessel's naming. The Sky Pirate Way is the life Leofard chose for himself. I like to think he named his ship the Redbill so that his mother would be there to watch over all of his adventures. Since when were you so loose-lipped about a comrade's private past, Stasia? Leofard says, walking in. Stasia looks a little bit nervous. He shrugs. Takes off the goggles entirely. I ain't in the habit of leaning on people's sympathies, so you can all keep that tidbit to yourselves, eh? And I thought I told you to see to the furball's wounds. Look at your cape, Puss. It's in tatters. Come here a moment. Fade to black for a second. A scarf? For me? She's got Kate said that's like this red scarf around its neck now. Aye, that's a little present we give to every new Redbill. Ramil taught me that it's not protecting memories that's important. It's having the strength to follow your path and make those memories in the first place. Seeing how determined you were to clear your master's slate, I'd say you'd fit right in with our crew. Listen, if you're thinking that little airship meant a lot to me, then you'd be right. But I'd rather mourn a hunk of metal than lose them. I'd rather mourn a hunk of metal than lose them as can share in me highs and lows. So let's get this straight, Puss. There's no need for apologies. A sky pirate makes his choice and he sticks by it, he says with a grin. His eyes are like very pale blue. The life of a sky pirate, as I seem to be bereft of both place and purpose now, I suppose I shall accept your offer. I am yours to command, Captain. Glad to hear it. Your first duty is to join us in giving our adventurer here a proper send-off. Well, it's about bloody time you two saw eye to eye. But honestly, Captain, you don't mean to head out in those rags, do you? Let's get you cleaned up as well before we say our fond farewells. He looks down at his clothing. It is dusty, a little bit dirty. Could use a wash, polish. He shrugs over to you like, oh, okay. I guess she's right. Cutscene goes black again. And we are back on, like, the port thing with all the little slots for the various mana cutters and stuff. Leofard will speak to him again. It's time we parted ways, Mercy. Let's give you an escort down to Coldwind. We flash to a bright blue sky, wisps of white clouds. That was some adventure, Mercy, but our journey into the unknown is over. He's on a monocutter, Stasia's on her own, for the now, says Leofard, as if there could be future adventures together. When the skies spit out some new mystery, you can bet that I'm coming to find you. After all, there ain't nobody else who handles the unexpected quite like you do. High adventure and the heady rush of danger, surely in this life there is no greater reward. He grins, his red goggles are fixed again, flawless. Utata cheers. Kate Sith is on Utata's monocutter. Stasia grins and gives a... Actually, no, sorry, Kate Sith is on Leofard's monocutter. Just standing on the bow. Which is the front, I'm pretty sure. And they fly off one, like, banner. So, you know, sticking up from this floating island on the edge. The little red bird kind of symbol. Big red bird symbol. A Redbill farewell gives me Redbill scarf as a thing, as a necklace. So I can change other necklaces to look like it for glamour, I believe it's called. I'm going to end this video here. The next video will be doing some other quest that I have on my list, so see you guys soon next time, and soon, and next time, and soon, and next time. Oh, okay, bye.